Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Rahul Rathod and you're watching Bucket List Adventure. And today I'm in Dubai Expo. Dubai Expo is a global expo that happens once every 5 years, and this time it's in Dubai. More than 192 countries are representing themselves in this exposition, and each countries have their own stalls. So let's go and explore some of them. So this expo is predominantly divided into three zones or three districts. One is the mobility district, one is sustainability district, and the last one is opportunity district. And I'm entering through the mobility district. At the entrance of the Dubai Expo, everyone was given a bag of refreshments just to make sure that they have something to eat and drink while they explore this exhibition. So behind me is the mobility pavilion. It's called Alif Pavilion. So of the three pavilions, this is the first one I'm visiting. This pavilion is supposed to explore how mankind has evolved in terms of mobility, in terms of transport, that has led to human exploration. So I'm looking forward to it. I've heard a lot of good reviews about this pavilion, so let's go and explore. So we are entering right now the mobility pavilion. As I entered the mobility pavilion, I could see a statue of a life-size child who was actually looking up into the stars to portray that we human beings used to look up into the sky and take the guidance of the stars to move around. This pavilion is all about how mankind has evolved, and along with it how has transportation or mobility has evolved along with it. From the discovery of wheels, from there to making of chariots that allowed people to move around different regions of the world. Famous philosophers, travelers from the Middle Eastern region having traveled across earth for many months to explore different regions, and then discovery of ships, the sea transport, which was back then one of the biggest mode of transport to move people and goods, and now where we are around 7 billion people, and how the world is more connected and how traveling is much more easier for all of us. And of course the next step is space exploration, where we are today and what we intend to do with space exploration. The overall idea of this pavilion was that future the world is going to be more smart, there's going to be more intelligent mode of transport, life is going to be sustainable, and everything around is going to be very efficient. As I walked out of this pavilion, I could see the same child now reaching up to someone from the future. I think so. And yeah, it was an overall a very good experience, and it was especially good for children, because I guess these are things that they will learn eventually while they grow up. After exploring the mobility district, I thought of just walking around this expo and then was heading towards my next pavilion, which is the opportunity district. But meanwhile, on the way, I could see some other countries' stalls that were there, but I didn't want to go in because there was already a long queue waiting to enter these countries, and it would take a lot of time for me to explore each country. So I just decided to move on to the next pavilion. So this is the second pavilion of the three, the Opportunity Pavilion. The main message that this Opportunity Pavilion provides is that there are 8 billion of us and each one is an opportunity. So it's time we unlock the potential within individuals and communities. While it may seem that actions of one person can't change the world, but then it's time to think again, and we need to be the agent of change and build a better future for everyone. As I entered, there were 3 groups formed, and my group belonged to the energy group. And the main aim of this energy group was to show us how solar energy has been utilized in various parts of the world, especially the African continent. And here in the beginning there was a small game where the groups were further divided to play and collect the solar points, and my group came second. If I was not shooting this video while playing, then definitely would have won this competition. So there are 3 streams of limes, and there was one water, food and sun, and I went in the sun line. So the first game was regarding solar energy. Now the second one is against electricity, so they're going to explain it right now. This part of the tour was a very proud moment for me. India is one of the top countries in terms of solar power generation, and in fact is one of the top 5. And in this part of the tour I learned that a lot of people from Africa, the African nations, send their citizens to India to learn about solar energy, how to harvest it, how to build solar panels, and how to put them onto the roofs, into their fields, so that they can make maximum utilization of the solar energy. In September 2015, the General Assembly of United Nations adopted the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development of 17 goals with the basic principle of leaving no one behind. These 17 goals basically would transform our world. You can check them out, what these 17 goals are and how to contribute to it. There are various different organizations within the UN working on them, and I will leave the link for the website down below in the description. Please do have a look at it. After an intense session with the Opportunity Pavilion, I thought to go out and get my lunch as well as charge my phone because I was running out of battery. And meanwhile on the way I found some of these countries. Again, due to long queues I couldn't go in, but then I luckily found my charging station. This is very convenient, and it's a very brilliant idea of providing rental power banks to the visitors. So you just have to download and pay some money, and then you can use on rent basis these rental power banks, and then you can drop them off at many other such kiosks throughout this expo. So this is my last stop for my Dubai Expo 2020 trip, and right now I am in the Sustainability Pavilion, which is called Terra. Terra also means planet Earth, and as you know, it's easy to figure out. Sustainability with Earth means trying and finding out ways of how we all can live together by not harming the plants, the trees, the animals, the insects, and how human beings can live with the world in sync with the nature. So let's go and explore. The Sustainability Pavilion is surrounded by the large solar panel trees that you see here. These solar panel trees have solar roofs on top of them that power the entire pavilion, especially the center pavilion, which had this large roof over it. This planet is home to just not one species but to many, and we human beings are one of those many species. We have evolved from just being hunters and gatherers to beings that can impact and change the future of this planet. With growth, there has been increase in pollution in the form of plastic pollution, electronic waste. We human beings have started consuming meat more often. There has also been increase in fast food consumption. All of this in a way has an impact on the world. No other species has this much power as much as we have right now. But having power also means that we have the ability to bring change and positive change. Finding new ways to protect our resources, our nature, using modern tools and technologies to reuse and recycle and reduce wastage. If there is one species that can still protect and make this world a better place, it is us. There was a common underlying theme or a message that the three pavilions conveyed to us, and that is, now is the time. We must take care of the planet, live in harmony with our ever-changing environment, help those in need. There is opportunity for everybody to contribute. Dubai Expo 2020 has more to offer, and I have compiled some of my experiences exploring the rest of the exhibition as I headed towards the exit as the sun was setting in. Thank you for watching my video today. This brings me to the end of the Dubai Expo 2020. I'm heading back home now. It was fun visiting. Please do like my videos and subscribe to my channel for more travel content. Take care, stay safe.